What's up everyone, welcome back to another video. This isn't the video I was planning on making next, but this past weekend I went to a show and I was talking to people, and let's just say I had a couple of them talk me into doing something I wasn't quite ready to do, but I wanted to give it a try, and I wanted to do this anyways. But a couple days ago, I started turning my wheels from black to brushed on my own. And most people use stripper, but I actually found a, let me see, this is a non-woven abrasive wheel. I just got it from Harbor Freight. It actually does a really good job. I used a wheel, a little bit of sandpaper, and then a red Scotch-Brite pad, and the wheels turned out fantastic. I only did the front side of the wheel, so the back side and the windows are still black, but I think it turned out way better than I was expecting. At some point, I do plan on getting the rest of the wheel stripped and powder coated white or black again, and then cleared over. But not anytime soon. I just tried this on a wheel and I liked it, and it was too late to go back, so I had to do it to all four. As you can see, here's one that's done, and let me tell you, I think it turned out pretty freaking good for on the truck. And I think I like the brushed wheels way more than the black wheels. This is the last wheel I have to do, so I'm gonna get that done and get it thrown on the truck, and we'll be all set, ready for UCC. They aren't perfect by any means, but for doing them myself and not stripping them, they came out way better than I was expecting. But anyways, I have some clips from last night of me doing the wheel I was working on, so I'll throw these in here right now, and then I will catch up with you guys after I get this wheel done. It probably took me about an hour to 2 hours to do a wheel from start to finish. As you can see, I did get started on this one a little bit before. I went around this whole inside edge with a wire wheel to get in here, and I used a wire wheel on a drill to get around the valve stem. That is probably the worst part of the whole part, is getting around the valve stem. But anyways, I'm going to get this wheel basically grinded down, but really it's just stripped, and then I will catch back up with you guys after. Alright, so I got the barrel part of the wheel done. As you can see, I gotta do the back, and then I'll sand it off with one of these, and then I'll put it back up on the back. I'll start the truck and then put it in drive, and then I'll hold a sanding block up to it to get the sanding marks or kind of facing the direction of the wheel would be spinning, and then I'll use my red Scotch-Brite pad with it in drive, and it will make it look like that. So I'm gonna get that guy done first, and then I'll get it thrown back on the wheel, and I'll catch up with you guys after that. Alright, so I got it back on the truck. It is ready to hit it with my sanding block and then the Scotch-Brite. So I gotta start the truck, and then I'm going to, excuse me, I'll take the standing pad and just go back and forth like this and get all of the sanding marks kind of facing in the direction that the wheel's going to spin. And then I will take my Scotch-Brite pad there, or I have a new one that I will use on this wheel and then get it brushed. And then I'll rinse it all off with water, and it should look like the other three. And then we can see what brushed wheels look like on the truck, which I think they look freaking awesome. Probably my favorite. I had a set of brush wheels before, but I traded them. No, I sold them, and then I got these 26s, and then they were black and milled like you saw, and I decided to just brush the faces and leave everything else black for now until I repowder coat them and clear them either black, or I'm going to change the black out with the white. So with that being said, why don't you guys tell me what you guys want to see? Brush fronts with powdered backs and windows white, or you want a powdered black, kind of like it is now. I like both, but you guys tell me what you guys want to see on the truck. All right, I'm going to get the truck started and sanded and Scotch-Brited so we can be done. All right, so I just got done doing the sanding and using the Scotch-Brite with the truck on and in gear. And this is pretty much the finished product. I just got to throw the center cap back on, but it's done, ready to go. I mean, it's not a perfect brush finish, but I would say it's pretty damn good for what I was doing and with what tools I had. Like I said, at some point, I will get these dismounted and powdered and re-cleared, but for now, I'm leaving them raw. That way, as time goes, as I clean the truck and everything, I can keep Scotch-Briting and it will become smooth by the time I'm ready to get them glossed. But anyways, here it is. Hold on. I think that is what the truck was missing, was the brushed wheels. And I'm so happy with how they turned out. You guys will see the truck at UCC, will probably be the next show. And I'm super excited for that. It's pretty late tonight. I gotta throw that wheel I just got done with on the driver's side, and I have the rear passenger side outside I gotta put on, and I'm gonna get the truck down on all four wheels. And in the daylight, after I get it washed, because it's dirty from the other day going to the show and it collected dust by me doing all this, I will get some shots of it.
Yeah. Pop in, burning like this, ain't checking my wrist. Third is my shift. Rolling all night like flick.
All right, so this is a couple days later. Today's Memorial Day, and I completely forgot to make the ending of this last video. But anyways, I got the wheels brushed. They're washed. They're on the truck. They look amazing. The next video will possibly be painting. My father-in-law and I are working on a makeshift paint booth right now. Anyways, thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you guys on the next one.